in our portfolio, right? So thank you so much. Thank you, everybody. Give me a minute, right? I'll be back in a minute.
All right. So while we are waiting for Mr. Olugbenga to join back, I would like us to remember that on the 26th of this month, this class will only be available for the paid participants. If you have not made your payment, please endeavor to do so. This class will only be available for the paid participants from the 26th of this month. Thank you.
All right. Hi. So last week I made mention of grouping people, grouping everyone into different batches, right? That will be making two groups from this section that I will be sharing some credentials with each group, right? We could not do that last week because I got some information that people are still registering or they are still, you know, I don't know, a form of registration is still going on. So the moderator said we only want to, for the section, the grouping, we want to group people that have paid, that have registered for the section, right? Not just passerby, right? So they want to sieve out the people that have registered and focus on them, right? Which is a good thing. So please, let's just make sure we register on time because, uh, after today's section, I want to create those credentials, and share it with everyone. It is very important because now you're learning. And how do you retain that knowledge is by practicing, right? You have to put whatever you've learned into work. You have to work with it. You have to exercise it. You have to do more projects around it. Do you get that? So you can only do that when we group you and we send you the credentials. These things are not cheap. All right. The platform itself, Microsoft Copilot, the Copilot Studio, it is not for free. You can go online and just have access to it for free. They are paid for, right? So that's why we'll be creating just two credentials and grouping us into two groups, right? So that we can take all of this, right? So that's why we can't create for everybody. So we have to focus on people that are really dedicated, people that have registered, right? So people that we know that yes, these people are taking this as serious as we are giving it out, right? So yes. All right. Without further ado, let's just go into the item of the day. But before I do that, let me recognize some people on the call. I can see some names, right? So if I don't call your name, maybe we didn't get familiar last week, right? Ora is on the call. Madam Ifeinwa, I can see you on the call, right? Cynthia, Madam Cynthia, right? Good morning, ma. Railboat, hello, how you doing?
Good, sir. Good morning, sir.
Good to see you, my brother. Good to see you. Good to have you back on the call. Where is Guy? Guy Opinion. Our is it Kenya or Cote d'Ivoire? Is it no? Is it? I don't know. I know he's from our neighboring country. So let me just share my screen. Let me share my screen real quick. Right. So I wanted to talk about something before I share my screen. Uh, so I saw someone use the same transcribe I'm using on the call, and the name of the person is John. John, because I knew John Owo, John Ona. So I knew I talked about this transcribe in one of my class. It is not this class, but maybe the previous ones, right? I talked about it, and then I can see you use the transcribe as well. Maybe you pick it up from there or outside. I just want to know because the implementation of whatever we learn on the call, right? I will put it to good use. That is the important part of the learning. Jackson, I see you too. Uh, I can see Shemilore. Hi. So Owo John, please can you answer to that? Can you give a response to that? Do you pick it up before now, or you pick it up in one of the section? Not this one, but the previous classes. Did you? I guess. Or is it not Owo John? Owo John? Nah. All right. Um, let's just go into the item of the day. Oh, okay. All right. I believe you can't unmute your mic for some reason. All right. So let's go into the item of the day. Right. Hello. Welcome once again to the Microsoft. Let me start by showing us what we have. Right. Start by creating a new Chrome. All right. So I've already introduced us to the Copilot Studio. This is Microsoft Copilot. And then the last week we talked about Prompt Genie, right? What do I say Prompt Genie would do with help us with? Can anybody still recall what I said about Prompt Genie? Can anybody recall, please? Are we on the call? Prompt Genie. I talked about it too. An extension. Prompt Genie extension. I said we should download.
Yeah.
This is it, right?
Hello, sir.
Oh, you, I did not talk about Prompt Genie. This
Hello, sir. Can
extension.
you
Can
hear
we
me,
see my
sir?
screen? Yes, I can see you. Yeah, I can hear you. Yes, please.
Yeah, you discussed prompt Genie last week, and you
Yes.
made us understand that it is an extension that we can add to our Microsoft and to our Chat GTP in order to
Okay.
get right prompting
Okay.
for
Great.
whatever we want to do. And you taught us how to add the extension,
Oh,
and we
great.
used it proper prompting last week.
Okay. Great. Amazing. Great. Great. Thank you so much for that. Thank you very much for that. So, but one thing I wanted to have in mind is that don't let that take away the fact that you have to be a better prompt engineer, right? You have to be great at prompting. Like last week, I talked about a new prompting side of the thing, which I called action prompting, action prompt rather, right? And where did I say we use action prompt most of the time? If you can remember, I said we use action prompt where we use action prompt in creating autonomous agent. That is, these are what we use. I'll show you. Let me go back again. All right. So this was the agent we were working on last class, in our last class. So it is this agent that will make sure we use and complete, the whole topic today as well, to round up the whole topic. And if time permits, I might show us, if time permits, but if not, right, we'll come back on the call. We have Studio, Autogen Studio. So one thing, if you've been exploring the world of autonomous agent, right, creating an autonomous agent, you will understand that autonomous agents are quite expensive, right? Let me go to, okay. They're quite expensive, very expensive, right? To get them to do your work, they are very, very expensive. So, and what do? We have open source that we allow us to utilize all these too perfectly. So, and one of the open source tool is AutoGen Studio. So I can tell us how to install it, or better still, in our, further on the class, we can touch down on autonomous agent, how to install and then create an autonomous agent that would do a specific task for us as well, more like what we're doing with Microsoft Copilot studio right now, right? So that is one. So I talked about action prompting in our last class, and when you go under edit, I said when you're giving an autonomous agent a principle like a prompt to follow, right? All of these general instructions, you are prompting with action prompt, right? Look at this for an example. We have answer student or visitors question. What is this? Is this like a prompt? What do you want me to do? Right? What exactly do you want me to do? This is not like a well constructed prompt, but it is still a prompt. It is called action prompting. So they are mostly used within the you know AI, agentic AI, and others, right? So that is where we make use of them most of the time, right? So we talked about it. We said, look at your name is robot and you are a college transformation college AI assistant. You answer the student question in regard to the knowledge you have. You do not use your own knowledge. You use the provided knowledge, right? So, and here we say we disable this feature web search, enable your agent to search all public website. So we don't want it to pick any knowledge outside of what we've provided, right? And in last class as well, we looked at sitemap. We're trying to map out all transformation college, you know, websites using sitemap, using this particular sitemap. So in case you want to do that with any website of your choice, right? Why coming up with the So the license that will be shared with us while grouping us, right? When we've grouped us, the license that will be shared with us will last for 30 days. And within that 30 days, you can create as many agents as you like, right? You can create as many agents as you like. Create as much as possible. Now, creating as much as possible, you can create one individually for yourself, right? Maybe you wanted to do particular tasks, or maybe you have an idea that you want to sell out to an organization, right? So you can create something like that. You can create an agent like that. All you have to do is to copy I'll show us how to we can copy the API. So once you get the API, we'll make use of vibe coding as well. We'll have an interface for our agent where you can have an interface, a beautiful interface. You can sell it to organizations, pitch it as an idea to organizations. It doesn't matter. Pitch it to us, pitch it to Transformation College, pitch it to my company, right? Pitch it to a4sonline.com, pitch it to Training Eye, pitch it to any organization you are familiar with, right? Pitch it to anyone as long as your idea is good and it is maybe something we can buy into. So you have 30 days to use that platform to create your own agent, right? So that is another beautiful part of it, right? I said I should share with us. Okay, so please, how many of us were in the last class? Do we have, okay, don't let me say how many of us. Do we have any new person in our midst? Yeah, definitely Robert. Nice. Do you have any new person in our midst? Okay, I'm new. Hi, Oju Olape. Hello, how you doing? Good to have you on the call. So I'll just brush through what we have today. I'll brush through what we are doing today. So what we did last week, let me brush through it as well. Let me just give us what we did last week. Now, looking at this now, this is an interface. We've already talked about the interface. We give a walkthrough on the interface. You know, we talked about the features, the knowledge base, and the tools, the agents, the topics, and others, which I'll still reiterate real soon. But then let me show us a working, um, a working agent as of right now. What we are using, what is working as of right now, right? So let me show us. So this is one. It has been deployed on a custom URL. You can see this URL. So I made mention that this interface, everything, what's not all of this was not even hand coded. I vibed this out. It was used with vibe coding, and then I introduced us to a tool called builder.io, right? I introduced us to builder.io for our vibe coding. Don't worry, all of this information will come together real soon for you. Okay, I was not due to some emergency at work, but I watched the YouTube later in the day. Amazing. I love that, Harrison. I hope the YouTube was explanatory enough. Right. Are we as well lovable? So we have lovable. Sorry. Okay. This is so I introduce us to builder.io, and then we have lovable lovable AI, right? This is it. Let me copy the link and send it to the group. So these two platform, and I made sure very much amazing, great, great. These two platform, right? I made sure that we create one of our classes. I make sure that we create a GitHub account, a GitHub repository. How many of us have that as of right now? A GitHub repository. Do we have our GitHub right? Because for the grouping, these are where we'll be storing our line of, okay, I have, okay, great. All right, okay, all right, great. Please endeavor to create your GitHub repo. It is very essential. All right, so let's go ahead. So this is a working agent right now, and I made mention of it in the last class, right? I used this as an example for us in the last class. This is like deploy outside of Microsoft Copilot. So whatever we'll be creating as well, whatever we're building here, we're only building it this to get an API. So once we get our API, we'll fine tune and everything. Once we get our API, we'll plug it in with a front end page. And then plugging it into a front end page, we can now, you know, deploy it onto a custom domain, or there are other ways we can do that. We have Vercel. I'll take us through Vercel as well, right? I will show us how we can deploy to Vercel to now. This is this is a web host that we can use to deploy. Okay, I have registered, but I have not used it at all. Okay, yes, no worries, no worries. You will use it in the class soon, or make use of it soon, right? So let's go ahead. And then this agent, what does it do? Right? Last week we prompted, we said, now this is my name is Ages, your HR assistant. It assists HR with their policies, with staffs, they have any question, they are facing any challenges, right? Let me say I am in need of money, like really badly. I don't think I even have transport fare to get to work. Now, how can I borrow money from the company? Now, this is a staff. I'm a staff right now, right? This is maybe this is an HR assistant for the HR department, right? So it has been shared within the organization that okay, if you have any question, if you have anything, just go to this HR assistant and give your question, like prompt it to tell us anything, right? And then meeting them physically, you might be shy, right? But with the HR assistant, there's nothing like shyness. You're only talking to a robot, right, to carry out your task. So I'm being plain, I'm being straightforward. I'm saying that I'm in need of money, like really badly. I don't think I even have transport fare to go to work. So I'm asking now, how do I borrow money from the company? So that is my question. And then when you prompt it, right, the AI would do its thing according to the document that it has been fed, right? Now, prompting it. Okay, we have which organization, according to the instructions that have been given. I already cited the example, shows the inner workings of how this was created. These are topics, right? We talked about it. So I'm asking for Transformation College. On behalf of Transformation College, I want to know if they have any policy regarding that, right? So it is looking through its document. It is not picking the knowledge from the web now. It is not picking from its own knowledge. It's looking at the document that it has been trained on, the information that it has been trained on. It is looking at it so that okay, this is where it is, this is how it is. So for the policy that concerns Transformation College, it says for Transformation College, here is the information you need, right? Eligible for a loan. You need to follow all of this through. So it's now refer you to chat with the HR. Now you cannot tell it, please tell the HR on my behalf. I want to borrow. How much should we borrow? Let's say 20,000 naira, right? Let's say 20,000 naira. I want to borrow 20,000 naira. So it is looking at this, understand, reading all of this and understanding that, okay, you want me to tell the HR. It will now tell you, asking you that I can help you to forward the conversation to the HR department. Would you like that? And I want to go ahead and say yes. You have the option yes or no. So I want to go ahead and say yes. Please tell the HR. Now it is asking for your name, right? So you would now be the one to give it your name. And that is my own name. What is your email address? So I want to go ahead and give it my own email address, right? cbt.com. This is a fake email address, so it's not going to do anything. But then it is definitely going to send a message to the HR. Thank you, Olubenga. According to the name I, I, I impute, right? Your email has been forwarded to the HR department and necessary action will be taken, right? So according to the information that was given, right? We have this, and then following, we already have the HR email being plugged into the what's it called, into the white training the AI agent rather. Sorry, white training the AI agent. We already have the HR informations, their email address, and all of that being plugged um, into the into the AI, right? So now it will pick that and then forward our message just as we have it here that we are broke and we need to borrow 20,000 naira, right? So these are the possibility, right? This is an agent now forwarding your informations and all of that, acting as a chatbot. But this is not it. I made us understand the difference between chatbot and AI agent. Chatbot are just there to respond to your messages, right? Give feedback and all of that. As this is more than this is doing the work of this is breaching some gaps, right? Forwarding messages, understanding the messages and then collating it into an Excel sheet or into a Word document, recording all of your actions in detail, right? So the these are the works of AI agents and all and much more, right? But what we'll be looking at today, right? We'll continue with what we have here, robot. Somebody said we should name it robot in our last class, but I think we can have a better name for it today. What do we think? What do we think, guys? Let's have a better name for it today. I mean, last class we gave it a name. Just give it. I will give it a random name. So please let's have a you know just another name for it today. What do we think? Uh, hello Jackson. Hello Jackson. Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning. Please, can you give us another name for just randomly? I feel like I'm feeling like this robot doesn't like uh, do justice to what we're trying to create, right? So, do you think you can, you know?
Let me think about that and I'll come back to you
All right,
if
great.
you
Thank
don't
you so
mind.
much. I don't mind that. I don't mind that. Thank you so much. All right, we'll wait for Jackson, right? But let's go ahead, right? We have other pressing matters to deal with. Okay, so yeah, here is where we'll give details, right? I already talked about the overview. Let me go back to my PowerPoint presentation. So it is a continuation for from the last class. So PowerPoint slide, right? This is a continuation from the last class. So for the core features, we talked about, let me present this. For the core features, we talked about the topic, the flow, knowledge, entities, the test chart, and so picking them one after the other because it is a recorded video. It is at watch down the core features that we'll be talking about. Now let's go back to it. So talking about the topic, right? So we have our topic. This is the topic. So in the last class I told us that we have some pre-made topics. They are pre-formatted topics, right? So and we have the system topics. The system topics automatically the system understands that when you want something to escalate, like the prompt that is here. This, do you want me to? Okay, yeah, this question that is here. I can help you forward this conversation to the HR department. Would you like that? Right. So let me do something. Let me open that AI agent. It is right here. This is the HR assistant. Right. So this is it. It is right here. Let's give it a minute to do it thing. Okay. Here we have the HR assistant. Now let me do something. So this is deployed outside. All right. This is working on its own. Now I'm going back inside. Right? It doesn't affect each other. That one is already there. It is working on its own, right? So, but let me go inside. Let me show us the working. Let me show us the topics. Now, I'm going to the map. This is the analytics, the activities map. This is the analytics and where's the topic we talked, the test chart and analytics, right? This is it right here. It is what I'm currently on, right? When you click on this, you open the activities map, right? This is where you will be able to track your topics, right? So now let me reprompt the, let me use the same prompt again, right? Let me use the same prompt according to what we have here. Just the same information I passed. So let me go ahead. I click send. Now look at it. Now, according to this, under which topic is it? What did it trigger? So it triggered a topic called each organization, right? First thing, what is the description of the organization? Yeah, I went ahead and gave it a friendly understanding that now the question it will ask is which organization is your question about, right? And that is the question he's asking here, right? Understanding that you have to pick between these four organizations that has been listed here. And then when you click this one, right, it is going to pick a global variable, right? According to what I picked, according to what I select here, it's going to pick a global variable using that to, let me zoom out so that we can see what is going on properly. So this is picking another topic. The map is not mapping for us right now. Let me refresh the whole page. So that was supposed to show us where the each topic is speaking from. We did that last week. So let me go back to the same question. Okay. So it's pick a topic. This is the topic, right? It's pick the topic, each organization. Now let me select this. But my network, I think my network is slow. This is the in progress. It should have listed out all of the topics, right? So when you click on this particular topic, according to what we have on our topic, right? Now it is looking through it is sourcing through the list of knowledge, the document that was provided, each knowledge. So it will look at everything in, you know, the given time to look at it will look through all the document, look at all the knowledge that is provided, and then send out information to give you the accurate information that you need. Now, looking at the knowledge, you realize that okay, to pick this, I need to reference to the loan policy. I need to look at the loan policy. I need to look at other documents, right? Maybe they are inside as well. Maybe I need to talk about this particular document. But then the one that he really looked at and picked from is the loan policy, right? And then went ahead and gave us all of this, right? And outside, we as well picked, please tell the HR for me. So let's copy this as well. Let's go ahead and let me paste this in. So I'm sending this in now. Let's see. Now it is picking the escalate, right? This is the system escalate that I was talking about here, right? Looking at this, it looks at it and like, okay, you want me to escalate this to the HR? I said, yes. I'm picking yes, right? So to look at that as well, understand that I'm still within the escalate topic. Okay, what is your name? Lubenga, provided Still in progress, right? You can see system topic escalate. Let me go ahead and just do this. TCBT. Okay. Right. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Aegis. So it is that is how it goes, right? Picking each topic at a time. Understanding, you see, after you realize that we've completed the escalate topic, right? Went ahead to thank you topic. You're welcome. Understand that, okay? Whenever you say thanks, thank you, based on what we've been able to like train them with, understand that, okay, this is my response. I need to give a response regarding all of this topic, right? So that is that for that. Let's go ahead and create our own. So I said I should just talked about topic, touch down on topic again to get us familiar because topic is like one of the complex um future that we'll be looking into. It will be the one to determine most of what we are doing on the agent. If you wanted to send information out, if you wanted to send it into an Excel sheet, if you wanted to send a document, if you wanted to look at um, your calendar and then give you information based on your calendar, you use the topic, right? There you use that with the combination of variables, right? You can set a global variable and others. So we'll look at all of that comprehensively today. So do we have our hi Jackson? Do we have our the name yet? Do you have
Yes, you dropped it in the chat
the
box
name
already.
you want us to call our agentic AI yet?
Send a message on the chat room.
Oh, okay. All right. Ali. Okay. All right. Why the name though?
It's a platform that's supposed to assist and help us to do quite a lot of things. So an ally is a helper. You collaborate and then you get
Okay.
results of what
Oh,
you want to do.
oh, okay. Oh, it's meant to be called ally. Okay. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you for that. Great explanation. So that's what we're going to call it. Ally. Ally. Okay. All right. So we have ally now. Let me reboot. Okay. I need to save this first. All right. Let's see what we have. We're going to have a change in. Okay. Our process is still okay. Not done processing. All right. So we have it now. Hello, I'm ally. Right? So yes, I talked about. We'll still come back to this detail. Detail is where we will like do most of our work. Whatever we're doing on topic, we're coming here to give another action prompt. Right? We're giving as many action prompt as needed, just to you know give our AI what things to follow at every particular point in time. So well, currently, last week, we're currently on knowledge, right? We were on knowledge. So let's go back to knowledge and touched on knowledge again. So, one of the issue we were facing last week is that trying to set, our knowledge because we want every knowledge to come from transformationcollege.org, their website, the transformationcollege.org. So we realized that, picking each, what's it called, URL at a time, each part at a time, it is way stressful. So somebody suggested that we should why not collate everything into one, right? And then we just send it into the AI agent, right? But then there, that is the reason why we have this www.xmlsource.org, right? So that is the reason why we have that. Let's go back to it. All you have to do is to click and search for transformationcollege.org. Then it will scan through and give us the result. But then, not to waste our time, this might take a little bit of time. I did that before the class commence. So I have all of the information that we need as much as it is. We have it right here. So we can use anyone at any time, at any given time, right? So we're going to use that as our source of knowledge. And I let us understand that I made us understand that knowledge can be from any source, right? Now we're using URL for, you can see, look at this. We have public website where you can use from the SharePoint, the Azure AI Search, the Dataverse, Azure SQL, ServiceNow, Salesforce, and Dynamic, right? And we can even upload directly from our local disk, our local drive. You can upload from OneDrive, right? So for the HR assistant, the document that we used to train the AI was directly from the local disk. We just carry and dump everything into the, all you have to do is to click on select, and then you have, list of where your document is. You navigate to where your document is, and then you start clicking to open, to add your document. But in our case, we want to use the public website. We want to make use of the public website. So you click on the public website, and then you have to add the link to the public website, right? So I'll be adding these links. So we have, where's the link? Okay, I'll be adding these. Okay, there are a lot of links. We still need to add them one after the other. There are a lot of links on Transformation College alone. So we need to add them one at a time. So I think, let me just use some particular link that I feel like they are needed. So when you're adding a link, when you're adding links, right? When you click on add, you have to describe, like I said on during the last section, right? On the last section, I let us understand that when we describe this, this will help the AI to even search accurately the what's it called, for it will help the AI to search. It will cut down the time for searching through a long list of documents. So when you come here and you describe what your your knowledge, the source of your knowledge is, describing that, okay, it is for this particular purpose and all of that, right? So I can see terms and conditions, right? So I can click confirm. Let's go ahead and add more. We have, let's add this, right? Please make your, I'm just giving this because of our time. I'm giving all this description because of our time, right? Make it as comprehensive as possible. Let it, explain what your knowledge is, right? So the more explanation you give, the more AI will be able to understand that, okay, this is what you're trying to do. So we have all courses, all courses. Let me confirm that I'm the owner, right? Confirm the ownership. Do we need a policy document, right? Policy document. Confirm. Uh, let's talk about Madam Edith, right? General Manager. Confirm. Let's talk about Dr. Orlando. The right, the founder. So let's talk about the summer program itself. Let's look for where the summer program is. Our courses. Let's talk about our courses. This goes on and on and on. There's as much knowledge as you wanted to pull from. If we have the time, we can just add everything, but we don't want to, courses, right? Click confirm that you take ownership of the so months. We have with automation specialist. Okay, AI and sorry, just bear with me. Give me some minute to do all of this, right? So I want to pick from the yes. I want to pick from the summer program. Is it this? Don't even know right now. Summer program AI automation. Right. So we have a lot to pull from. A lot, just too much. Right. This is everything on their URL. So let me pick from this contact us. Let me add. Then below we have contact us. Right. So let me click this and then let me add it to our agent. Okay, so all we have to do is to click add to agent. So these are the places we want the knowledge to come from. You see, there's a similarity between what we're trying to create and what ChatGPT and other generative AIs are doing. They are all being trained on specific data. And sometimes maybe two section ago, we talked about the data that was used in training all the other generative AIs and others, right? We talked about those, what's it called? Those data. We talk about how vast the data is. We can't even start to comprehend it because there is a lot of information on the web. And I made us understand that we are a contributor to those data. At some point in time, we've went on Google back then before the generative AI comes into play, like as it is now, right? We've go on Google and we've asked questions like, my cat's something something. My cat is brown. This is the color of my cat. That you even upload your cat using this, this search by image. That you will search by image. All of these data are being stored, right? They are being stored at, it is being conserved at a particular place. And then when the idea of the generative AI became rampant, they need data to train AI. What do they use? They will pull from the data they have collected over the years, vast amount of data, billions of people on the internet, prompting Google, Microsoft, Bing, we have Yahoo, we have other search engines, prompting them to do certain things for them. There's Wikipedia. Wikipedia is like, a house for knowledge at some point, right? If you are not using Wikipedia sometimes back then, you are not current, right? You don't have recent information. When you are saying something, they will tell you go and ask Wikipedia, Joe, right? These are like insults back then. But yeah, these are places Wikipedia have tons of data, tons of information, and these are places the people are the one that added all of this data, right? People took their time to add all of the data on Wikipedia. So now when the idea of generative AI uh, become this popular now, and they need data to train their model, what do? They will go on the internet or ask the people, the OpenAI, Microsoft, and other uh, data organization to, like, okay, guys, we need data, help us with data. Okay, yeah, take data to train. Without data, right, you can't even do anything. So that is exactly what we're trying to do here as well, right? We need data. We can create AI agent, but without data, how do we train it? How do we tell it that this is what I want it to do specifically? So that is the reason why we need data. That's the reason why knowledge is really important. They say knowledge is power. So that's not a lie. Currently, for this, even for AI, knowledge is still power, right? So that is that for that. Now we've been able to upload how many? How many do we have? One, two, three, four. It's all right. So we have data now. We have knowledge now to go with, right? So let's go to overview once more. Let's go back to overview once more. So now we've already stated here that answer student or visitors question, and we specifically state here that you answer the student questions in regard to the knowledge you have. So we are telling you that using the knowledge, understanding that this is knowledge, using the knowledge you have, you do not use your own knowledge. You use the provided knowledge, because we've provided a knowledge here. Now, at the front end of the things, your user will not see this. So you are the engineer, right? You have to make sure that you follow all of this accurately, right? So here we have it, giving instruction, and then we gave one instruction to follow. So we have this, and then let's go ahead with tools, right? Want to talk about tools. We won't really dwell much on tools because let's come back to tools. Actually, let's come back to tools. For some reason, we have to come back to tools because we have to touch down. Okay, break time here, and it's getting interesting. Do we need to go on break? Please, let's go on break. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, it's always interesting. So,
Yeah.
we'll be going on break right now, and we'll be coming back to class by 12 noon. We'll be back to class by 12 noon.
Somebody said, oh my God, I was breaking. You could have just unmute your mic, please, and I have network. Okay. Please, was I breaking throughout the call?
Not throughout, it was just briefly, so we're still catching
Briefly.
up. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, please.
So, we'll be
Please.
back by 12 noon.
All right. Thank you so much. Topic, that is where we work on. That is where we start our work on the topics. So let's go ahead, please. Let me call people on the call. Let me call people on the call. Uh, John, Una, right? If you can unmute your mic, just give us something here. Give us something to work with here. Okay, course recommendation. Now, Azan, course recommendation. What do you want the course recommendation to do? Why am I not able to log into since last week? You don't have an account. Feizo, right? They asked for company to allow this. Yes, yes. I already said that. I said you don't have an account, right? We have not created any account yet. And I already made that were you in the morning section? Faisal, I think I'm because I said this already. Right? Right now you're looking at everything that is going on so that you can practice after the call. after we've grouped us into two, like we said, right? And you have a task to complete. Okay. Azan, all right. Azan, course recommendation to recommend course based on interest, eligible career or future use and time or expenses. Okay, expertise. All right, so let's create a topic called course recommendation. Now, please, I want you to pay attention. We can easily get lost here, right? We can easily, it is very easy. So please, if you have any question, don't hesitate to like bring back my attention to it. Just call my attention, call me back, I will respond. Right. So we want to go ahead and add a new topic. So we have two ways to add a new topic. We can add description. We can use description to add our topic. We can just give it what to do. And then Copilot will automatically, generate what we need. But we want to create from blank. And like I said in the last section, I said that using Copilot for your description, it is going to give you the process accordingly. Yeah, what you need is going to give you, but something there will not be easily editable, because when it is setting its own global variable, where do you want to call it in, and the process and all of that is just a long troubleshooting process. So you don't want to go through that. What we want to do on the call right now is to create a blank one. So we're going to go with blank one. All right, so now let's go. All right, are we with me, guys? Please, I want our attention. I want us to be here. So now the agent chooses. We can edit the name outside. We can choose the variable to recognize and all of that. So, but now currently we just want to give a description. What is the description? Let Sir, can't one create an account with Copilot Studio without using a work address? Because I don't have access to work address. All right. Okay. Let me go back to this information. All right. Now, I said this in the last class, right? And I'm going to go over it again now. So for Copilot Studio, for Microsoft Copilot Studio, to create an agent with Copilot Studio, you have to have a work account, right? And you don't have that as of right now. Okay, we will create a work account for you. So we'll create two licenses. They are license based, right? These accounts are license based. So we'll create two accounts with license, right? And this account will group everyone into two groups. So group one will give them one login detail, right? Everybody can use it within that group. Now, group two, you will still have another login details where everyone can use within that group. Now, group one, you can go onto your platform, start working on your AI agent, create as much as you want, as many as possible. Do you get that? Create agents, but we have a project for you, and that project is the priority. That is why we're giving you access to that account. But I'm saying that you have 30 days to create as many agents as you want. But the project we will only request, the project span will be for like 2 weeks. So within 2 weeks, you should submit the project, right? So, but we have not create an account with license yet, because uh, the moderator said we should consider people that have registered, right? Because people that have registered are the ones that we know that yes, they are here to take us serious. Because how we are taking this serious, are you taking us serious as well, right? So we are only considering the people that have paid, people that have registered rather, right? So people that have registered for the program. So these are the people that, so people are still making payment as of right now. right? We'll give him the grace, you make the payment, you register and all of that. After the registration, then we'll create that the account with licenses, and then we share it with everyone, right? You'll get it. We'll group you. The moderator will give us information on how to go about that, right? But for now, it is after the 30 days of okay. After the 30, can you still make use? Yes, 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 Teslim. Yes, absolutely yes. But make sure within that 30 days you've given all the instruction. You've gave everything, right? You've trained your agent to understand that this is what you want and all of that, right? You still have access to your AI agent. All you need is the API key. And once you get the API, and then you can go ahead and do whatever you want with it. And then your agent will still work autonomously, right? So yes, yes, that is it. Right. So that is that. So let's just go back to what we are doing. Right. I hope we are clear on that. What Faisal, are we clear on that? So let me go and paste this into the description, right? To recommend courses based on interest, eligibility, career or future use, and time or expertise, right? So that is what we want our agent to do. Now let's give our agent a name. What do we want to, well, what do we want our topic to be? We said that our topic should be course recommendation. Okay, right. So course recommendation. So now look at this. I'm adding a node. So you want to add a flow. It is like a workflow, right? You want to add a flow to your topic. So based on the description that you've been able to give, you want to add a flow because we want it to recommend courses, right? We want to pick to give that, okay, and we want it to ask questions before you can even recommend courses. You have to understand what and what it should do, right? What and what you are into particularly, right? So before you can recommend a question, I think we should be able to ask the user a question. So we are going to add a note for question. Now, all you have to do is click on note, right? And you pick from this, you have a lot to pick from. You can send a message, you can add a question, ask with adaptive card. Now add a condition, you can create a variable, you can manage your topics, you can say, okay, from this topic, end topics, go to these steps and all of that. You can add tools to your topic, right? You can even go advanced as sending an event, automate, sign out user, send HTTP request, and generate and using generative answers, right? But what we want to do right now is to ask a question. So let's click on ask a question. And then what is our question? What would our question be? Azan, please, can you unmute your mic? Right? You're the owner of this
Oh,
topic now. So I want you to unmute your mic.
I am unmuted.
All right, great. All right. So Azan, what should our question be? What do you think our question should be?
Um, okay, so the first
Should
question
it
can
be
be
okay? All right, go ahead, please.
why what are you interested in? Like what field
What
should
field
do you have interest? Yeah.
do you have interest? Right? And question mark. So let's use that. And then now you want to identify that because this is a question. So you want to give them something to pick from, right? So you want to identify that. Now you can select if you want a multiple choice, right? Definitely want a multiple choice. So we're going to select a multiple choice. Now you can select multiple choice option from a list of variables, one of the multiple entities and all of these things. We understand all of these things as we go ahead. So currently we want multiple choice. right? So first option, let's add our first option. What is our first option? AI, right?
Yes.
AI. So let's add another option. Uh, okay. All right. Let's add another option. Go ahead, please.
Business.
Business. Business what? Just business.
Just business.
Just business. Okay. I think it's not just
Or
business, is it?
business development or business analytics.
Okay. Business analytics. Analytics. Is analytics. Okay. Nice. Okay. So go ahead, please. AI and automation or AI and automation, right? We have others like, what else do we have? Please, moderator,
So
please can you give us what list
Cyber
of courses
security.
within cyber security? Okay, great. Cyber security. Right. Thank you. Because me and Azan, we are struggling right now.
Digital
um,
marketing.
yeah,
Oh,
digital marketing.
yeah. Thank you. Cyber security. Let's add a new one. I don't know why it is not digital marketing. Right.
Software development.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. It sounds more like a software software development. Right.
Project
So
management.
okay. We do a lot of
Mhm.
product management. Do you think this
Microsoft.
is right? Do you think this
Abi-
is right? Business analytics.
e- Business analysis. Well, we can go with
Oh,
that.
no, it is
Okay, business analysis.
analysis. Yeah.
Yeah. Microsoft Office 365.
Microsoft Office 365 and much more, right? Let's just what do you
Yeah.
think? Let's edit here. Yes. Thank you. So now look at it though. See, we have conditions to to set for each and every one of it, right? This is very important. This is essential. We can easily get lost. So where we started from is picking a topic. Now we give our topic a name, course recommendation, just to denote that okay, for this topic is course recommendation. This is not really important, but it is best practices sake, right? So now we went ahead to describe what our topic does, right? What our topic will be doing. Currently, we said to recommend courses based on interest, eligibility, career, and others, right? And we clicked on add node. So now currently we are asking a question, right? We add ask question, and then the question we set is what field do you have interest? And then we went ahead to identify the list of courses that the user can pick from, right? So now we've been able to list out all of this topic, right? So now this is where we want to save our variable. We want to save the response, the user response. We want to save it as a variable. It is very important because variable will let you to uh, variable like as you are now. If I say, okay, all right, let me do something real quick. Let us make. I just want us to understand what variable is. We use that term even in programming language and all of that. So it is essential we understand what it is from here for people that are doing AI and automation diploma program, right? So when I say uh uh so tell me who is Transformation College? That is an open question, right? I did not assign anybody to this. I did not say I'm not. I'm currently not calling names like Mary. Please tell me what's right. When I call names, Mary will know that. Oh, okay, I'm the one to answer. But then when I just, openly say that, tell me what Transformation College is, right? So that's like an open question. It is not being collated as a variable, right? But when I put a name before it and say, Mary, tell me what Transformation College does, right? That is where you now go ahead and respond that, okay, Transformation College, they are transforming lives and others, right? So these are this now in that context, right? I've been able to giving variable specifying that this is who I want to do particular thing. Did we get that?
Yes.
Are we sure? Are we sure? Okay, great, great. All right, great. So it is like you're telling it because we'll use this variable outside of here, right? We'll use this variable outside of here. All right. Look at this. Let's go back to the HR assistant. So definitely this is a variable, right? What is your name? This collecting my name, collecting this my information. I made it a variable. That is why it was able to use it here again. Sorry. That is why we can use it here saying that thank you, Olubenga, right? Using this variable. Now, this as well has been collected as a variable. We now go ahead and send the information, with HR. Do you understand now? So that is variable. You have to collect variable to give accurate responses, right? So now let's set a variable. Now all you have to do is to click on this, right? There'll be, okay. All right, great. So let's give our variable a name, right? What should we name our variable? Let's say course recommendations response, right? So, oh shoot. Okay, now there's still a lot I want to do on that. Yeah, there's still a lot I want to do there. Why am I struggling with this? That should be my network, actually. Sorry about that. Sorry about that, please. My network is, that should be my network. Actually, yes. We already set one. Okay. Let's go back again and set course recommendations response, right? Already exists. So let's just pick from it. Where is it? All right. Let's just give it another name then. Let's give it another name. Let's give it another name. Let's say uh can anybody help me with the name? Anything? Okay.
Field or interest. Course interest.
Okay. Thank you for that. Right. So let's go ahead and now look at this. You see, automatically it will change it for you to spaces are not allowed, right? So there we have it. Now, because we don't want to use this variable, only within this topic. We still want to use it outside of this topic. So we're going to set it as a global variable. Now, global variable and topic limited scope, they are different things. You want to use it outside. I still want to use it after this topic, outside, somewhere outside, right? I want it to still do particular things for me outside of this topic, right? So I'm definitely going to set it as a global variable. Global variable means that it should be accessible anywhere on this platform. Okay. So yes, we want to go ahead and set it as a global variable. Do we say allow to carry between section? External use can set variables and all this. So let's set it allow external use can set variable. This variable will pause for value to be set. Choose how long you want it to last for. Don't let us allow external source. Okay, so you set your global variable and then you allow it to carry beyond between sections. All right. So right. So we're done with that. We've saved the response into a global variable. Now let's come to condition. Now, according to everything that we've selected, all of this, according to all of this that we've selected, now, okay, our course recommendation is already picked here. So we're not using this one. Let's use course interest. That is what we want to use. So if course interest is equal to, look at this, is equal to, let's pick from the first one, AI. All right, look at this. Please don't let us get lost here. So if course interest, let's say at the end of the day, right? Let me go back. The user picked AI from this list of questions, right? The user picked AI. Now we're not saying that if the user pick AI, now let's add another condition. I want to set, okay, no, we're not adding this rather. If the user pick AI, we want to add another condition and send a message. We can send a message, or we can ask a question, right? We can ask with adaptive card, we've already looked at all of this. So now we're going to send a question because I don't want to take much of our time on the call, right? We can, go further and keep asking questions till we get, we can ask okay, let me even ask a question. Let me say we select, let me go from here, right? Let me delete this. For this first one, I'm going to ask a question. So for the others, I will not ask a question. So let me go ahead and ask a question. Now you can see how long your workflow can be. Like, let me zoom out so that you can see how long your workflow can be. You see, you can have as many as possible according to however you want to set it. So let me just zoom back in. Let me go back to our agent. All right. So let's ask another question. Um, so what question can we ask when a user picked AI as a course of study? Right? What question can we ask? Anybody? Just
Okay, so we can add in, say, are you completely new to
okay.
AI?
What is your okay? Great, thank you. Oh, thank you, Azan. But yeah, I think I found something. What is your experience? Yeah, great. Thank you, Ujolakwe. Thank you so much. Right. So let us go ahead, right, with Ojolakwe's. All right. So we have what is your experience level in AI, right? So now let's go ahead and pick from multiple choice because what we have with Ojolakwe is options. There are options to pick from. So robot, hi. you know the rules
we can
already.
we can
Why are
also
you
ask
raising
we can also
your
ask
hand?
I don't want to.
All right.
We can also ask the participant level of knowledge in coding.
Encoding. All right. We're going
Easily.
to. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's possible too. Great. Okay, we have intermediate.
Hello, Mr. Gbenga.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
Please, I
So
don't know how you assist me. I don't know how you assist me on this. I need tutor on coding very much. I don't know how you
oh,
assist me on this, sir.
okay. What stack are you projecting?
I
What?
want to work on Python and mobile applications.
Oh, great. Nice choice of Python. Okay, okay, that's good. But when you want to work on mobile application, why do you want to go with Python? Mobile applications you can
Use Fruiter,
yeah we
Fruiter,
can
abi?
yeah we can look at Swift, we can look at Dart, we can look at other stack, right?
The issue is I do not have basic knowledge in coding. I studied
Okay.
English, not as
Mm.
I didn't study computer science.
Oh, okay. Okay, great, no problem. You're in great hands. You're in great hands. You're in great hands. Just don't worry. After the section, we'll talk with the the moderator, so we get that sorted, right? Okay. Do you get that, robot? Right? That was you, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I got it. I
All
got
right.
that right.
Okay, great, great. All right. So yes, let's go ahead with this, right? So now let's save our response. Like I said, we have to create variables for them, right? So we want to create a new variable for, you know, um, this. So what we have to do is to click on variable, and then we set a new variable. Let's call it AI response. Right now, we want to set this as a global variable as well, right? So we're good. Now, setting it as global variable, we still have options like earlier, like we have it up here, the options up there, right? Let me see. Okay. Now, we're telling them that if they select AI, so it should ask, what is your experience level in AI? Now, let's go ahead and select our variable again. Another one, just the same one we did up there. If it is equal to beginner. Now, we don't want to stress too much. Let's just give a response. Let's send an information. Let's send an, a message telling them that, great, you are in the right place, right? So let's go ahead and set another one. Let's set a question too. So if, let's say, they are they pick an intermediate level, right? You can as well send a question saying that, great, great, let's begin, or anything. I'm just, I don't want to use too much of our time coming up with ideas and all that. So, but right here, let's see the possibilities. We have advanced, so let's select, let's send a message to the screen telling them that Great. Very good. Right? Just that. That is what we want. Right? So now let's go back to this. So in case, so we have this just in case the um, the user selects not AI, maybe the user selects automation. Then we can now set another one saying, let's just send a question to the screen. Can someone just give me a general question so that we don't waste our time? Just give me a general question that we can, keep sending to the other ones. Just give me a general question. Anybody? Robot? Okay, Azan.
Okay, so a general question can be how
Or will you type
soon?
it? Please type it
Okay,
out
okay,
so that I can just
let me
copy and paste. Yes. Thank you. Please, are we making no are we really noting all of this down? Right? Well, the meeting is recorded, so you can always go back to check because like I said, the previous section, it is going to be like back then in school, the teacher will come in class and tell you that A is for apple, B is for ball, and then they will give you assignment that will be telling you that if A is for apple and B is for ball, what is X, Y, Z plus U and V, right? So, but not to scare us, anyways. It is going to be an interesting one. Everything that you need to know, I've been taking my time to share it with us on the call here. So, okay, uh, Teslim, we're not going further with more questions that we, consume most of our time. So, we just want a general. Okay, do you have? No, no, no. We don't want questions anymore. It would be, we need to add a lot of options, answers, and all of that. Just give like I have here, like what I have here, sending messages. You can say, great, you're in the right place or something, right? So just an answer. Just want to give ready, let's go. Thank you. Okay, thank you for the response. You can start the course here. Okay, okay. All right. I think this is longer. Yeah. I'll go with Azan. I love the ready, let's go as well. That's like, yeah, pumping, energy. Then I think I love how lengthy this is, right? So, yeah. So we can go ahead and let's go ahead and change this variable. We're selecting this variable because the response is to this variable. The click this. Now let's add another node that send out a message to the screen saying that thank you, right? Let's pick this. Let's select one of this. Okay, cybersecurity. All right, look at what I'm doing now, right? Instead, if I don't want to, start putting in responses here, right? Just because I've said something here, I've set another condition entirely here that span through all of this. That is why I'm giving additional responses on this part. But if I don't want all of that, I can just come here, to this last part and just click add a node and I'll give a general answer to every of the condition. If they select anything, I just come here and give a general answer immediately. But then just because we have that already, we have this already, right? So we have to start selecting one out at a time. Okay. Oh, sorry. Cybersecurity, digital marketing. Add the response. I really wish we can collaborate on this section, right? Where I will share you a collaborating link and then we'll be able to collaborate properly. But then is a is a is a more complex platform. It's like paid and all of that. So okay, not pasting now. So we don't have that flexibility. But yeah, you'll be able to do that on your own. Just permit me to, set all of this. Once we're done, continue with. So we're almost there. Please, if you have any question, you can ask while I'm doing all of this. So I can. Any question? If you don't ask questions, I want to believe that you totally understand what I'm trying to do. So, any question? No question? Okay. You. All right. So now let's go back to the platform, right? So now
Uh,
we've been able to set. Okay.
Mr. Big, I have a question.
Please go ahead.
So, these agents you're trying to make,
Yes.
can unsupervised learning actually work? Because for this agent right now, we are putting in all the information, all the questions, and all of that. Is it
Okay.
still unsupervised or is it supervised?
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. Now, you see, we have what we call artificial intelligence, and there is what we call machine learning, right? And machine learning is just a a part, right? Is a part from artificial intelligence. Do you understand? So machine learning is how you teach machine to do particular things, right? So the concept of supervised and unsupervised learning, that is in machine learning, right? What we're trying to do right now is create an AI agent. We are not trying to train a model. Now, in machine learning, you train a model to do particular things. You use data to train models, right? So when you have to like upload data, you use it to train model, right? This is already, look at this. Look at this. Let me go back. Okay. Let me duplicate. Oh, if I duplicate it, it will still be affected. But then at some point, I show when I was showing the overview, right? I show where our model, the model that we're using as of right now, it is GPT 0.40.
Yeah, I remember that.
Do you remember? Thank you so much. Right. So there's a model in place already. We're not training any model. So we're just telling that model what to do, our rules. We are giving it our own rules and regulation. Do you get that now? So now the concept of supervised and unsupervised learning, that is in the model training part of the thing, right? You're trying to train a model with algorithms to understand that it is like you're teaching, you know, like the example I always use, you're teaching a small baby ABC, ABC, and all that, right? So that is more like in that aspect. But in this aspect, right, it is more like you have a model in place. You're just giving instructions. right? You're telling it that go here. Now, the concept of AI agent is that with um what's it called? Remind me again. With the large language model, the LLM models and other, machine learning models, they can hallucinate. They can pick from where you don't send them, the knowledge you don't even set, right? They can pick, they can even, think outside of the box and then hallucinate and then give you what you don't send them. But with AI agents, you have a directed path. You tell them, go this way, and it is this way that they will follow. They will not deviate from that way. They will always go in that direction. So that's the beautiful part of AI agents. But with machine learning, you have to train your model. When you train your model that A is for apple, B is for ball, C is for cat, and then you're trying to ask, that's your training. You're using one particular data. A is for apple, B is for ball, C is for cat, right? Now you now want to test your model if it is working. You can now ask A is for what? Your model, based on what it has been trained with, right? Your model can come and say A is for Canada. Sorry, no, that's a bad example. That one is a bad example. A is for America. Yeah, I mean A started America, right? Letter wise, right? So that is hallucination. It is not really hallucination. I mean, it's still on the way, but that is exactly not what you want, is it? Right? What you're really expecting from that model is to tell you that A is for Apple. But then you can go as far and tell you that A is for aeroplane. That is correct, is it not? But then that is not like the direction you're giving it, right? So that is the difference between uh, you know, the concept of machine learning and AI agents. AI agents are just instruction based. You're telling it go here. That is why we use mostly. That is why I talked about the action prompt. That's why we make use of action prompt in AI agent, right? So I hope I've been able to answer that question.
Yes, yes.
All right, great. Thank you so much. All right, so look at our workflow. Somebody would need to screenshot this. Okay, for one topic. Okay. I think sometimes ago, I think I have more complex topic than this. Complex workflow than this, right? So, but yeah, this is a lengthy one, right? So let's close it here, right? We're done with this topic. We're good to go, right? But now you see what is great. Let's begin. Where does it end? Great. Let's begin. Let's begin what? Right? Great, you're in the right place. Where are you leading me to? Right? So now we can add another node. All we are doing is adding node. Let me zoom this in so that we can see the text properly. Now we can add another node and say that it should pick from our two. If we have any two, I'm coming. Let me go back to picking from the node. Now we can add another node and say it should pick from our two, right? From the list of tools that we've already set, but then we don't have any tool as of right now. So what we want is for it to generate an answer. So we want to make use of generative AI in this angle, right? Once a user pick I'm a beginner in this particular field, I want to make use of generative answer. I want AI to use its own knowledge for just this topic alone. Once a user pick that particular, now let's click on generate answer, right? Based on the input, based on what has been imputed here, right? Oh shit, sorry. Can we see my screen, please?
Yes, you can see your screen.
All right, great. So now we want to create
Yes,
a
sir, we can
generative.
see it.
Amazing. Thank you so much. So we want to create a generative answer from the input. So you come here, you select the input, right? You select the variable, which is AI response. We are still currently on AI response. And this is for the beginner, once the user selects beginner. And then let us edit the data source. right? Once you click on edit, you see, do you want it to generate from only from the selected source, right? Do we want to use our knowledge, or do we want to web search? Do we want to go and generate online? Do you get that now? So let's say we want to use our source, right? Let's use just only our source. Don't let us speak outside. So now, where I think we have one that listed AI. I'm coming. Let me just keep hovering over it so that I can get the one with, okay, we have AI and automation specialist course, rather, sorry. Our blog. I think we have a standalone AI among the list of, okay, let me just go ahead with this, right? So this is the one I want to use, right? So I've selected that. Now, do I want to customize my content? Do I want to customize how the prompts, how it's come out and all of that? So this is just the basic English, it's just the basic grammar. It's not nothing advanced at all. But then I'll be stopping here. So allow the AI to use its own general knowledge preview. No, we're not using general knowledge. We're using knowledge from here. So once you're done, you click out of it, right? So yeah, we have it. Let me go back to edit. Let me see. Okay, great. All right, that's automatically picked for us. And then we can even go ahead and ask, are you satisfied with the question? If it is yes or no, you can have as many. You can just keep thinking. Variable is being set to an incorrect type. Assign embedded. Okay. In text, this message will be sent once. In voice note, this message will loop over. I don't want it to send message. So it's saying that our variable, I don't know why it's saying our variable as none, as an incorrect type, assigned embedded. It is still the same variable. It is under AI response, right? Let me see. AI response, of course it is. Let me permit me to I'm not even being searching, right? I don't want to. Okay, he's reading something that I don't seems to get right now, because we're currently on our variable and the variable is being set to incorrect type. It is still the same type, right? All right. Let's see if we save. Maybe this is just, I don't know, my network or something, right? Around that corner. Let's see. Let's see if we save, if the error persists. So let's just click on save. Okay, it persists. So definitely not my data, not my network. So let's delete the property. Let us re-add it. And then let's watch closely what happens, right? So let's go to advanced and generate response. So let's select our variable. We want to pick from the list of variables that we have. So now let's edit our source, our data source, right? So let's click on this. Are we still on the call? Okay,
Yes, sir.
great, great. All right, all right. Hi, Azan. Are we following?
Yes, sir.
It is your project, or it is not mine. Oh, sorry about that. Sorry, I can see you going in and coming again. Yeah, I can see over and over. Naina, I can see you going and coming back. So sorry about that. All right, so let's select this again. Let's go back to us. Yeah. All right, so let's click out of it. Let's see if I just want to. I'm waiting. Maybe we're going to get the same error. But yeah, we're done with all of this, right? We're done. This is already set for us. So we're good to go. Want to go ahead and set our variable. Look at where we're coming from. Look at where we are as of right now, right? So let's just click on set. Let's click on save. Oh, okay. The same error. The same error. Oh, the error is not here. Where is the error? Sorry. So we have a whole lot of workflow. Oh shit. I'm thinking the error is here. Coming. Let me click out of this. Let me delete this particular one and see if we have the error at another place. So it was our generative answer because right now I can see saving topic. So it was our generative answer that was getting showing that error message. But then everything that we've set is all right. I don't know why we're getting that error. So after saving, we'll go back inside and re-add the generative answer so that we can. This is taking time. Let it do its thing. Right. Okay. Great. Oluwagbemiga, Rebecca. Hello. Okay. Why is this taking time? Let us wait for it, anyways. Right. Okay. There's no information on that. All right. That was why. So I've not clicked outside while creating a topic. I've not tried to click ever, anyways. I've not tried to click outside. When saving a topic, I've not tried to click outside. So I don't know if maybe when I click outside, everything that we've set We'll save because this is taking our time. We can just go ahead and do other things. But I've not tried to. So I don't want a situation whereby when we click outside, our topic will not be saved. So that is why I'm waiting. That's why we're here waiting so that this will complete and we can go ahead with the rest. Right. So now, before that happens, let's just keep that there. Now let's talk about the front end that we want to build, right? So, I mean, a lot of people on this call have started with us from day one. So we mostly understand what's the concept of prompt engineering, how to prompt properly. So what I want from us is that I want us to give me a prompt that we can use for an AI code generating site that will generate us a landing page, something like this. Something better than this, actually. Something better than this. This one that we have here. This landing page, this one that we have HR assistant and all of that, right? Do something better, right? Now in your prompt, please, I want everybody, I'll still at the end of the day call names, but then I want just, everyone to attempt this, right? Give me your prompt. So we're about to use it for this application. We're about to write code right now. So we're about to use it for this application, builder.io, right? About to use it for this application. This one right here, right? We're about to use it for this one right here to vibe code what we have. A live a front end page. So I want someone. So when you're coming up with that, right? I want you to pay attention that you need a section to plug in your API chat system. So in your prompt, make sure you add that in, right? A section to plug in your API chat system. All right. So please go ahead. Azan, do you have something? Mary, I'm expecting something from you as well. Right. Richard, I've not uh I've not heard you say anything since. I hope your network is not bad. Shemilore, Shemilore, okay. Right. We have a buddy. Glad to have you here. How can I help you? Okay. Is this how can I be of help? Azan, do we have something? Ojolape, I know you're coming up with something. I know you're coming up with something already. So I I don't understand this robots. Maybe you want to explain. And Shemi Lori, I don't understand that. Okay. Yeah, well good. This is saved. All right. This is amazing. This is a great one. Well done, guys. Well done, everyone. Well done. Well done. Well done. Okay. All right. We're good. Right. Okay. Yes. I said we are going to plug in. Uh, Now let's add something to, but then it might take that exact time to load again. Let's leave it. There's nothing wrong with adding a generative answer. So definitely you want to go ahead and add the node in your own project. You definitely, in the project that you'll be assigned to, generally need to add a generative answer. And your answer, you will not be getting it from any source. You'll be getting it directly from the model that is being plugged into the system. All right. So let's go back to our overview. Right now, please don't forget, I said we will always come here when you set a new topic. You always come here to give instructions, right? You always come here to give instructions. So let us click on edit, right? So we want to come here and give instructions, what to follow. Now for the number three, right? We've set a lot of information. So when a user, okay, when a user, now I want to give an action prompt. I just want someone to help me with this, right? I want to give an action prompt saying that when a user asks for the, you know, maybe they want to register for a course or anything around course related, right? It should call a particular variable. It should call a particular topic rather, right? So, and the topic that we've set is course recommendation, right? So, can you, and when they select from the variable, it should give information around that, okay, according to what was set in the topic. Oh, all right, great. Thank you so much, Azan. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. We misunderstood ourselves there. I think Azan got what I was trying to say, right? So you are a professional developer with over 25 years of expert industry experience in UI UX. Oh, this is great, sorry. This is great, Azan. Thank you so much. You are to build a professional. Thank you. I like this. I like this. I will not even read further. This shows that you have been following with us in class since the very first time. Yeah. Talking about following, with the class since the beginning, right? What did he start with? Robot, what did he start with? He started with something. What is that
It
particular
started
thing he
with a
started with?
role-based. It started with a role-based prompting.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And then he went further to say, after that, all of these are role based, right? Now, he went further to say, you are to build a professional.
And
Do you
that's
get?
task-based prompting.
Th- I like that. I like that. I like that. That is great. I'm way impressed right now. Thank you so much. So let me just copy this. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Ujolakwe, I am still expecting something from you. I know you have something for me. So yes, I'm going to copy this and then we're going to use it for, I don't know if I'm copying it correct. Okay, great. So we're going to use it for our vibe coding. That is what we are going to use for our vibe coding. So, but then in the prompts, I will want you to add something like a modem view. Make sure you specify the year that we are in currently. So please, Azan, try and re-edit your prompt, right? I want it to be, because you know our website are looking nowadays, they look more ARized. So I want you to, the website, that's one you're trying to come up with too. The prompt, I want you to add something around AI. It's sorry, AI looking, right? So right, more like in that aspect. Just give me a prompt like that, please. Just re-edit this current prompt. I love it. All right, but give me re-edit this current prompt and just give us something. All right. What about the other one I asked for? So I said we should give me uh, an action prompt that I can use here. Anybody? Anybody giving me anything? Is Ojola question on the call? Hi, Ojola. Okay. Can you give me an action prompt, please? I can use. Should I repeat myself? Should I? Do you want me to? Okay. All right. So for the topic we've created, right? So I want an action prompt right here to give an instruction to our AI agent, telling it that okay, currently this is what we have. I mean, on our topic, right? The topic is about course recommendation, right? So here in the general instruction, we want to now tell it that whenever a staff ask for anything cost related, right? It should give us it should call the topic cost recommendation. And when they select from global variable, make your response like let the response sound natural. Use a natural tone. That is using tone, right? So in our action prompt, so you want to apply all of these concepts to, like tone and all of that. But then you're not giving a full prompt, please. It is an action prompt. It is just like a step to follow. Is that, do you get that now? Ojolape?
I think I do.
Okay, okay. All right, please give us something around that. All right, Azan, I'm still waiting for, or anybody want to fine tune what we have, the prompt we have right now for from Azan. Anybody want to fine tune it to, right?
Um, sorry, sir. Please, can you
Okay.
repeat the task for the action prompt? I didn't get it right.
For the action prompt,
Yes.
oh, the action prompt here or the fine tuning of your own
No,
prompts.
I've done the fine tuning. I've edited like
This is where I
a
want the action prompt. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. 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 The page should have all necessary input, frame, icons, outline for. Okay. All right. Great. Great. Okay. The action prompt is to tell it. We just created a topic, right? We created a topic called course recommendation. So we want to give instruction that whenever a a user or whenever the AI see anything around, you don't need to say it exactly as but whenever we have anything around course recommendation, like course, that maybe there's a question around course, and you should identify that and then give and go and pick from the topic called course recommendation, right? And then if they select the global variable, which is cause interest, right? It should make use of natural tone. You can set, I'm using natural tone because I don't want to give maybe professional, friendly, or maybe you can say both professional and friendly. But natural tone, I think it will do the trick, right? So you can, that's what I want, just in that regard, in that aspect, right? Azam, do you get that? Okay. Whenever any, oh,
Yes,
great.
yes.
Great. I have something here. I have something here. Okay, great. Whenever any user asks questions about anything cost related, okay, call from the topic cost recommendations response. Okay, great. All right. So I'm going to get this. Now, please let us pay attention to this, right? Whenever any user asks for questions about anything cost related, right? Why? Now you know. Call for the topic course recommendation, right? So looking at this, I want to set a what's it called? A variable. You can see I can insert a variable. Now, if they select the global variable interest. Now, instead of all of this, global variable interest, now look at what I will do. I'll now click on insert variable. I can click on insert variable. Once you click on insert variable, because we've made this a global variable, now we can use it outside of the topic. It is available outside here, right? So I can now come here and click on cost interest. So it will be here, right? Based on their choice now, right? Use a natural tone in your response. The tone should be formal but friendly. Amazing. This is a good one. I like this. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Right? So I think we're good on that as well. Let me open builder.io. There is another one, lovable, right? Or better still. So those are vibe coding application. Better still, we are within Copilot Microsoft .com. Why don't we use this? Right? So first thing first, let me sign in. We can even go further and touch on our uh you know just take us back to chat GPT once more, right? There are varieties of tools we can make use of, but then let me show us this platform. Let me open Lovable as well, lovable.dev. All right, so let me start with lovable.dev. So on this aspect now, we want to continue with GitHub because we want to push our code, whatever code has been generated, we want to push it to GitHub, right? I already asked us to create a GitHub repository, right? We should create a GitHub account rather. Repository will be after our account. So you click on continue with GitHub.
Mr. Benga, are you still there? All right, please let's all give him a moment to get back on the call. I guess his network went bad. While you're waiting for Mr. Benga to join back on the call, please let's start filling up the feedback form. It's the link is on the chat box, and please let's make sure to fill our attendance. We're so sorry for the break in transmission. I guess our trainer's network yanked him off the call. Please let's all exercise patience while he joins back on the call, please.
Hello? Hello?
All right, you're back, Mr.
Okay.
Ben.
So sorry. Apologies for that. That threw me off. I was even still communicating. I was like, hello, hello. Can anybody That's a funny one. Sorry about that. All right, where are we? Where were we? All Right. I don't have anything in my chat right now. So, do I have any question? Why before I go on? Do we have any question? Can we hear me perfectly?
Yes, we can hear you, Mr. Bringer.
All right, great. So, and we can see my screen as well.
Yes.
All right, great. Oh, okay. I'm not going with Google. I want to continue with. Right. I want to continue with GitHub. All right. So now here is where you put in your credentials. Right. If you have it on the same account, it should not be asking you for your credentials. You can just log in, authenticate automatically. All right. But this is me. It should log us in any minute from now. All right. Great. Great. Got it. All right, so we want to make use of your prompt. Azan, are you still there?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. Okay. All right. Okay. My email. All right. Okay. Please, can you repaste your prompt if you have it? Can you just okay, great. Thank you for that. Now we're going to put this here, but we are going to do something, right? We are going to do something. We are going to go back into our AI, the Copilot Studio, right? Let's click save for this. We're done with topic, though we're just going to work on that one topic. All right. So we can even test it out before we start vibe coding. Let's let us try and test it out. Let's try and test what we have. You click here to test your agent, right? Let us restart our agent. So for this, right, we have hello, I am Ali, a virtual assistant and others. Let us try and change this. Let's go to our topic. This is that should be, is it on the greetings? Let's see what the topic is for greetings. Hi, how are you doing? Okay, end topic. No, it is not greetings. It should be a system, right? Okay. Let's go back to this. Sorry, give me a minute. I want to, okay, conversation starts. Okay. Yeah, yes, is here is where we change this, right? It's not just a virtual assistant. This is this is a an assistant for Transformation College. Can somebody just give me a write up that we can write there? Somebody, please give me a write up that we can have there. So instead of, this is what I'm saying. Instead of hello, ally, a virtual assistant, we want to, because this is for Transformation College. This is an AI for Transformation College, and it is there to help the student, right? Ojolape, can I have something from you? Let me compare with let me whatever you'll be giving me. Let me compare that with. I know you will always give me a good one, anyways. But yeah, let me compare that with. Where's Mary? Mary left the call already. Okay, Mary. Okay, Richard. Richard, you have something for us. Let's see. But then you want to be explicit as they are. Yeah, Richard, you want to be look at what we have. We have Hello, Ally, a virtual assistant, all of this information. Now replace it with our own, what we are trying to do. Do you get that now? So that is what I want from you before we test our agent. Hello, your partner for navigating Transformation College. Let me know what you need help with today, and I will be happy to guide you. I know you never disappoint. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Mary, let me compare what you have, right? Hello, your friendly assistant. Yeah, thank you, Temitope. But then I want something around what Ojolape have been so kind to give us, right? Okay. Hello, I'm Ali from Transmission College. I'm here to help with the best choice of courses for you. Yeah, that's great. That's great. As an but it still haven't picked what we have right now. Let me just go ahead. I think Mary she might keep us here for long. Let me just go ahead and copy this. Let me paste this in instead, right? And all I have to do, right, is to click save, right? And okay, saving topic. Once our topic is saved, you can come here and restart, and we should be able to see a different one entirely, right? We should be able to see what we put in, right? Oh, okay. There's no space in between. Let me just give space, bad typo, and that should be capital letter. All right, great. Let me just eat out of it. All right, great. Let me just restart this. All right, great. So now let's go ahead with this. Or do we have something from Mary already? Oh, Mary, thank you. I can help you with all inquiries regarding Transformation College courses. Let's get started. Amazing. Great. Your AI, you have another one. Okay, hello. Your AI course advisor. Hey, I'm Ali. I'd love to help you find a course. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, this is great. This is Shemi Lore. Yeah, according to what we've set for other topics, I think this is great. Yes, yes, yes. This is nice. I'd like to help you to find course to study here at Transmission. Yeah, this is good according to the course recommendation topic. But then, course recommendation topic is just one topic. We can have multiple topics. So we want to make sure it covers every other thing within Transformation College, right? So yeah, that's that. But I love it. I love it really. We'll just go ahead with what we have with Ojolape, right? So yeah. Now let us click on the activities map. Let's see the analytics. Now we're about to ask a question, right? According to what we set for the overview, that whenever anybody asks for, and you should use a global variable, whenever any question regarding. Now let us click on the map. Let's start by being respectful. I ally, right? think that's good. So it is speaking from this topic. Now we can re-edit our topic. We can say it should say something fun. We can ask it to be funny. We can ask it to give jokes and all of that. But no, we are not here for that right now. But I'm citing the possibilities, right? So let's go ahead and say I want uh what question do you think we can ask that will prompt uh that particular topic that will require you to bring that particular topic? Hmm? Okay, I don't. Let me see if I have something on the in the room. I We have varieties of transformation collector. Okay, what are the available courses? I was about to even go ahead and say that I don't, but let me use what are the available courses. Wait, let me do I don't even know which course I should, right? Study with Transformation College. Don't even know which course I should study with Transformation College. Can you help me, please? Let me go with that question. Let's see what we have. Now let's see what it is going to bring out. It went under course recommendation, right? According to what we set new course recommendation. Now instantly with our bot is not moving. Okay, yeah. All right, great. So according to the information, I don't even know what I don't know. Sorry. I don't even know which course I should study with Transformation College. Can you help me, please? Which field do you have interest in? I mean, this sounds great, is it not? According to the topic we set, right? Let me see if I can click on the topic itself. Okay. All right. So now I think we have a much broader one around AI. So let us click on AI, right? So let us send that in. Now, under the topic, it is still doing its own thing. Let us track each topic. Now, I click on track each topic. So we have what is your experience according to what we've set under the topics, right? So now we have what is your experience level in AI. Now, I think we have more things under beginner. So let's say beginner. Oh, okay, we only have great, let's get started or something. We don't really have much underneath. Right? Great. You are in the right place. Great. Oh, how many times did we prompt it? How many times did we prompt this? I think we did
Um,
more than once.
I think it was because of the answer that I think you said something like a general response or something.
Yeah, but I did not set it. I only, oh, okay.
Sir, excuse me, sir.
Yes, yes, please go ahead.
I guess it is while we were rounding off the setting.
Okay.
While under every of the courses,
Yes.
you pasted the same response under every of the courses. So I guess that is
Okay.
what is repeating here.
Oh, let me go on that. Yes. Let's see. Let's see what we have. Thank you for the response. Thank you for the response. Thank you for the response. It should be thank you for the response actually. If it's picking from the other courses, right? It should be that. But yeah, we have almost one, two, three. So that means somewhere, yeah, this is the one it went ahead and called, but you can see the mark on it. So we don't so somewhere. Let me see all okay, we don't have anything for all other conditions. So for all the conditions, right? We don't have anything at that for that. So something is All right, let's restart this. Let us restart this. Now, let me use Richard's question, Richard's prompt. Let me use this. What are the available courses? Right? Okay. What is your experience level in AI? No. Right? That should not be where we should go instantly. That should, so it went ahead and pick from, yeah, you can see this question. Why excluding all of this? There are other available courses, is there not? So let us go back. Now, something is wrong with our topic. You as well want to go ahead and test properly, right? So before you start deploying and others, publishing your site, because once you're done, like I said, the license will be available for us to work with for 30 days. And then you might want to, right? You might want to create a lot of agents for yourself, right? If you're to create an agent for yourself, something that is going to expire your license, like your that will make you to edit, a license that will allow you to edit and do any other things on the platform, is going to expire in what's it called, 30 days time. So you want to make sure that you test every corner of your processes before you publish there, because after publishing and then your license expire, that is all. You won't be able to, like, do any of the editing and others at that part. Okay, so let's go back to our, so something is wrong in our line of code. What is your experience? Why are you bringing what is your experience? We picked, what did we pick here? We pick AI. Yes. Is AI selected? I think AI was selected earlier. So for that, it was AI. So and this, why is it calling multiple times? Let us see the iteration process. The property, right? We don't have anything here. We don't have anything here. We only have our message here. We only have our message, and which is this, right? So we're good. Let us save again. Let us click on save again. Right. So we should be good. We should be good. So, all right, we should be good. Uh, Let us go ahead and test again. Right. Let us go to overview. Let us map out. Let us track each. Can anybody just give me another question? Anything else to go with? I have, okay. This is, oh, okay. Oh, thank you for joining us now, Nina. Sorry about your network. Oh man, our time is really fast spent. So let us get this over with. Uh, anybody want to help us with the question? Anybody? Or let me just go ahead and prompt so that we'll make use of our time. Good use of our time, actually. I'm still waiting in case anybody wants to do the honor. Do we have anything? Richard? Anybody? Okay. I would like to apply for a design course. Okay. A design course. What do you suggest? A what design is it? Is that a design course? Do you have a design course? Let's just say course.
Um, uh,
there. Let me just let us leave it at that, right? I was prompted to give us something now. So, what is your experience? There's something wrong with our topic. We're getting experience as the first response. So, I this is speaking something globally. All right, let us come in. Let's say I don't even know which, or let's go with greeting at first. Let's say hello Ali, Ali. Let's see if it is going to bring us to this topic. Okay, we have a greeting topic. Okay, that's good. That's good. I want to study with Transformation College, but I don't know where to begin. Can you help, please? I'm always polite with AI. You see me using please and all of that. Don't mind us. It is home training. Nigeria home training. So it is taking us back to the topic. It was meant to start from this topic, right? It was meant to start from list of topics, but then it's starting from our topic. Oh, okay. Sorry. So this we have what we call catch, right? There's a concept called catch, catches, or whatever. Sorry. So your response, it will catch it into, okay, you know what? Let us deploy this and see it in action outside of the interface. So this has already catched which one I picked from earlier, right? It has already catched what I picked from earlier. Let me use the HR assistant for an example. Now, you see the HR assistants are, already know my name. Let me try and restart this one that is outside, because my window has already catched that as well, right? When I prompt it with the same question that give me something around what is it called? Um, Around Transformation College is now not going to, like, currently it will not ask for my name. You just go ahead and give me, you just say, when I tell it to like send information, it will not ask for my name. You just say, okay, thank you, Olubenga, because my browser have already cached my information beforehand. So let me do that. Let me just show us outside of the platform. Let us try and deploy, right? So first thing you want to do is click publish. Once you're done, you're satisfied with all the corners. Now choose publish to make the content available across all platforms. Yes. To click publish. Moderator, please. Um, how many time do we have left? Okay. Currently, I don't even think we have.
Sure, our time is actually exhausted, but
With how many minutes?
I
By how
mean, we
many
have
minutes?
30 minutes.
30 minutes.
We've
Oh,
extended,
okay.
we've extended by 30 minutes.
I thought we closed by 2:30 actually. That our section is meant to. Okay, sorry about that, everybody. But we are done now, right? We've published this platform. Now let's go and deploy it outside, right? You want to go ahead and let me uncheck this. Let me go to preview, right? You want to click on this. And now under our solution, exporting our agent, want to export it outside of the platform, right? Or let's just even go to channels. let's go to channels, right? So when you come onto channel, you want to share a preview. You can select a demo website. It will automatically generate a demo website for you to share around. But then we want to use it in other applications. We can use it on a Telegram. We can use it inside our Slack. We can use it on a native application. We can use it inside Facebook, Line. We can use it as a telephone. If let's say the agent we worked on was a voice recognition agent, right? We can use it as a telephone, other activities, others that we can use away. But currently, we'll be using it in our web application, right? So, want to click on web application, and then this is the API key I was telling us about, right? This is the API key I said we want to get. So, sorry. So this is our API key now. This is what we want to connect with, right? But before we go there, I want to go to settings. So it will not allow us to share outside of this platform, right? It will only be within this platform. People will not be able to access our what's it called, our agent, right? But we want anybody. If you go onto this URL now, you will be able to ask any question. This URL, you'll be able to ask any question regarding HR assistance for these organizations. Do you get that? So I want the same thing as well because it's an agent, right? You want other people to be able to access your agent, right? So what you do, you go to settings, right? So on the settings, you want to go to uh, give me a minute. Give me a minute. Okay. So you want to go to authentication and then you want to say no authentication. So you want to click save. Don't worry, this is going to tell you that see, publish your agent for if to change effect. So let's go ahead and republish our agent. Let's click OK. Just click to publish our agent again. All right. So don't don't worry about that. So now let us go ahead and copy the, you see now we have more broader, what's it called, API key to connect with. We can use this, right? We can use this outside of, you see, you can have it as an iframe, all right? We can have this as, as a connector. Now, this is what I use for this application because API keys are important. Once you go onto Dev2, I'm clicking on F12 to access the Dev2. And we come here on the scripting, we will not be able to get the API key used in this project. The API key that I use currently in this project, all you will be seeing will just be the lines of codes, right? So there is a way I hide all of that, making sure that it is directly from, it is coming directly from the um what's it called, from the server, from the back end, right, using PHP. I use PHP for this actually. So but I vibe coded the front end, the back end I was the one that worked on it. All right. So right, so let's go ahead with this. So we want to make use of the iframe. We just want it at the front end, right? So I'm copying this now and I'm going into our vibe coding tool. Uh, okay, and then I want to paste in our, so where is that? She use, okay, let me just comma, use this, let me put it in a quotation mark, and then let me send this in, right? Let's have something spin up. So we'll let Lovable do its own thing. Now the language that Lovable is using is JavaScript, and now this is TypeScript, right? It's using React framework, Nest.js in particular, right? And currently is using TypeScript for type check and all others, right? So we're going with that. Let's see what we have in a minute. We can as well prompt multiple agents to do that particular thing for us. I think ChatGPT, we can even use ChatGPT. That's one thing about this. So can use ChatGPT. Let us paste in our line of code. Okay, sorry. I'm coming. Are we still on the call? Just
Yes.
give me, all right, give me a few minutes. We're almost there. These are essential. When you work on everything, how will people now see it? These are where we want to, how will people see your product? How will they see you particular? Let me go back and copy. Okay. All right. So we have this, and then let us, where is that? Okay, yeah. Using, okay, let's just use this. Right. And then I want to go ahead. And what do you see? I have prompt Genie here. I can even use it to better this prompt. Maybe I feel like there's a way this can be better. Let's even try it, right? Let's see what we can get out of this. You have a zero prompt remaining. Come back tomorrow. I'm not even using you today. I don't think I've used this guy today. But then they all have the paid version of the whole thing. Oh, okay. Sorry. So now, in our prompting, right, with chats, this I'm taking us back to like 2 weeks of class. That would the 2 weeks class. Now, what am I to use here? Because I want it on a Canva. I want it to show as a canvas, right? I can use what canvas. Oh, sorry, canvas. Right? That is just an action prompt that I want. Now, what do we have? It is going to show as this, right? It's going to show us that. So let's go back to Lovable. Let's see what we have with Lovable. Lovable, you do too much. Lovable, you do too much. We don't even need all of this. We don't need a whole new landing page, but then Lovable felt the need to give us a landing page. All right, that's a good thing. Now we have this, right? Let's see what AI would AI ChatGPT is going to come up with. So let us preview this. Allow, 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 allow. I'm coming. Let me share this. Let me copy this link. Share this outside. Allow. All right. So let us share this outside. I think Lovable is doing too much, right? what we just need is basically this. But then you see this. But then this is not bad. It is a whole new landing page, but right? And that might be from our prompt. Okay. You see, we have this here, right? And what can we do with this? We can publish this, right? Publish it instantly. But then let's see what we have with allow, ask a topic. Our content is being blocked. This is where the chatbot should be, right? So that, let me do something. Let me stop preview. Let me look at our code. We have this. Okay. Let me go back to this. We have this. Sorry. Just in case we have, just in case this is getting that wrongly. Now let's preview again. Let's see if it is getting it wrongly or it is AI that is not just saying it. All right. I think our chats will have to do a lot of troubleshooting at that end. Let's go back to Lovable, right? Let's tell it that we do not need a whole new, a whole landing page. We just need a simple, or do you think it is good? Do you think we should just go ahead? Yes. Do you think we should just go ahead, everyone?
Let's make it simple.
We should just, okay, we should make it simple,
Let's make it
right?
so it will be user friendly when it is simple.
Yes. All right. We do not need a whole landing page that you currently keep. We need it to, or I need it. I'm just using we. We need it to be simple and user friendly. The the key thing, the key important is the chat, the iframe chats section, right? So let's see what we're going to have. Okay. All right. All right. So we have this. We have this. Right. This is good. All right. So we can go ahead and publish this, right? But if we are publishing this, it is Lovable that will be giving us their own. You will be saying, will be saying something like Lovable domain and others. But yeah, let us firstly let's go ahead with that, right? So let's click on publish. We'll have this. We can edit this. We can rename it as Transformation College. Let's just say Transformation College. Transformation College. Right? Transformation College, yes. Rename project. Dot lovable dot app. right? We don't really need that. But then let's publish this for the sake of time, right? Okay, copy the link. Let me now try and log in into this with my incognito app, my Chrome incognito. Let's see what we have. You see, with Lovable now, we have Edit with Lovable and others. It is not that great. But if you want to, okay, let's just see. Let everything comes up properly, right? So this is our AI agent outside of the platform, right? So we can go ahead and say, I, the same question we asked the other time, I, Ali, right? Hello, how can I be of assistance? Let's say I don't, I want to study with Transformation College, but I do not know which course to study. Can you help me, please? Then question mark. So let's see what we are going to get. Do you see that now? Do you see? Do we have what field do you have interest in? Right? So now depends on my own field. I can now go ahead and select I'm interested in software development. Thank you for your response. So there's something wrong with our prompt, our topic rather. You see, this is giving us multiple times as well. So the same topic, what I'm suggesting is that, what I'm thinking is that rather, the same field is being prompted three times, right? So we have to look at our topic at some point. Now, based on your interest in, I recommend exploring courses in the field. Transformation College offer varieties of, do you get, would you like more detailed recommendation on specific course within software development, right? So I mean, you go ahead and prompt. So we can see this in action. And then if we are not satisfied with that, we can as well go back to our agent, right? Set a new topic, try and do different thing, right? So this is what we've been able to accomplish in class today. This is it right here. All right. Hi, Michael. Okay, this is, let me give my email address as well. Right. And I know which one to give. This is my personal. Yeah. So yes, this is what we've been able to accomplish today. Right. So that is it. That is it. That is it. We have that. And so using vibe coding, right? That is one way you can deploy automatically from here. But then because we've connected our GitHub, you can just click on GitHub and we can sync it into our GitHub account, right? Here is where we want to connect our project to GitHub, right? Here we want to connect our lovable project to GitHub, right? All you have to do is to check that. This is my own GitHub account, right? And I want to connect this to that. So currently it is on my GitHub account. This is on my GitHub account as of right now, my lovable, and the name of the repository will be my lovable, right? I can go there. Now it is where I can now go into that platform and use, re-edit, readjust, reformat, and touch down on a lot of things on that platform, right? I think it should be private. It should be private. Okay. Now, yes, this is my GitHub. Okay. It is called Transformation College, right? And this is it. automatically. We have this. It has already created a whole lot of information for me on this. Now, these are the stack. We have TypeScript and CSS, right? So on this, we can now go ahead and reconfigure. Maybe you want to do some fine tuning and all this, right? You can look at each folder at every point in time. Look at so currently, I believe that the um, coming the use edit with lovable that we are looking at here, right? If you want to remove it now, that is, yes, I said I was going to show us how to deploy onto Vercel, right? But currently, let us stick with deploying with lovable. So we have the project already. If we want to clone the project, this is it. Just I'll share the URL with us so we can clone, maybe to edit, readjust, and make it better, right? So if we want to clone the project, we can do that. Yeah, that is that for that. And then I believe next time we'll be talking about Vercel, how you can deploy, and maybe a custom URL, right? If you're looking to build an agent with the credentials we'll be providing for you, right? Maybe you want to do custom URL, make it better. You don't want it showing at the front end of the page. You want it to be a server-based, you know, application. So all of that is available as well. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you for the section. I hope we've had a lovely time. Right. All right. No problem. No problem, Michael. I
Thank you
really
for the
want to.
class, sir.
Thank you so
We are
much. Thank
very
you.
much grateful.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Ujolakbe. Thank you so much. You guys, you all have really been a great help. You made it possible for us to conclude our Microsoft Copilot. Thank you for the swift responses. Thank you so much, Ujolakbe. Thank you, Taslim. Thank you, Rebot. Thank you, Olua Muyemi. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. And Naina, sorry about your network. Uh, you can, check the what's it called, the recording. If you have any issue, just let us know. Right? Thank you so much. Our moderator, please take it away. I hope you're not tired of us already. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Gwenga, thank you so much. It was a wonderful session, and everyone has actually stayed glued to the class. So, without taking much time, we know how we do it. We have to fill the feedback form. Please fill in the feedback form and chat done. Oh, all right, Shemilore, thank you. Temtope, thank you. Please few more people so we can end the class. Prosper, thank you. Teslim, thank you. David, thank you. Ruben, thank you. The first three sessions recording, okay. I'll post that on Telegram. Robot, thank you. Oh, okay, Michael, I'll do that. David, thank you. Millicent, thank you. Yeah, I just posted the link, the YouTube link to all the classes since the beginning of this program on the group chat. Okay, thank you. Shimlori, the assessment for the class, can we still attempt them? Mm, actually, the only assessment you can still take is for this week. Every other old assessments have been recorded. So you can only take the one for this week, and the assessment for next week will be posted on Monday. Thank you. Oh, Omotala, the site is not reachable. Please, you can try again or try with another browser. So thank you so much for your time, everybody, and we'll see you again same time on Saturday.